What a game by the Edmonton Oilers. 7 goals offensive output today tonight against the Utah Hockey Club. Look, all I wanted was for the Edmonton Oilers just to win the game. But man, oh man, as a fan, I was absolutely blessed with an amazing amount of scoring. It was like an offensive juggernaut performance tonight. We not only got points from Connor McDavid, but we got points from all around the lineup. Now, unfortunately, Leon Draisaitl did end his point streak. He didn't register a point on any of the goals that were scored tonight, which is okay. That's fine. He's been kind of carrying the load, so him not being able to get a point tonight, it's okay. I'm pretty sure he's going to get a point against Winnipeg. So, the Oilers provided something that we needed to see consistently. Now, again, it's against the Utah Hockey Club. They are fighting for a playoff spot. We're fighting for the top in our division. But we got reinforcements back in this game. Mattias Ekholm was back after not playing for a week. We got Zach Hyman back after not playing last game. The lineups were set. Jeff Skinner's on the top line with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman. It just seemed like the lines were all organized very, very well. Connor McDavid himself even had the shortest amount of ice time that he's had in a very long time. He didn't have to play the 20-plus minutes because all 4 lines were rolling on this night. And man, oh man, it was from the start of the first period right to the end. The Edmonton Oilers showed a level of dominance that they should have been showing since, day one. But you know what? I'm not upset. March, the Oilers have kicked it in. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins starts the scoring off short-handed, I might add. At 12:28 in the first period, he gets the goal unassisted. The building is electric. I'm electric. I damn near jumped out of my couch because I was excited to see that the Oilers had scored on short-handed, and it's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins continuing his play from last game. Then, at 15:14, about 3 minutes later, Zach Hyman scores his first of the night from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Connor McDavid. So now Ryan Nugent-Hopkins already has a 2-point night, and the first period isn't even done. Remember how I said we got Ekholm back? Well, just when the period was ending, with about 4 seconds left, Mattias Ekholm fires a puck down from his end all the way to the center ice where Bouchard taps it over to a flying 25-mile-per-hour speed, might I add you. Connor McDavid grabs the puck and chips it over. Forgive me, I'm going to say his name wrong because I'm probably going to say his name wrong. But the Utah Hockey Club's goaltender, Vejmelka, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but Connor McDavid scores. The Oilers are up 3-0. His night is done. Jake Stauber comes in for the rest of the hockey game starting in the second period. And the Oilers went to work right away. Zach Hyman gets his second of the night from Mattias Ekholm and Connor McDavid. Then Vasily Podkolzin decides to jump into the fray, get his 7th of the season from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Again, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, a 3-point night already to replicate the 3-point night from yesterday from last game. The Oilers are now up 5-0. Okay, we've seen this before. We've seen the Oilers get a major lead, and then something bad happens. I didn't want it to happen. I wanted Calvin Pickard to keep his shutout, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Utah got a power play off of, I guess, Jake Wallman batted the puck with his stick, and it inadvertently went out, and I guess that's delay of game penalty. I'm not going to question it. It happened. But Utah scores on that power play. It's Sean Dursey who gets his second goal of the season from Logan Cooley and Mark. It's an Carone. I'm not quite sure, guys. You're going to have to forgive me. I don't really know the entire Utah Hockey Club roster. So, yes, Utah, great. You got your goal. Then the third period comes around, and the Oilers just decide, let's keep going. Mattias Ekholm scores his goal, his ninth of the season, actually, and it's from Zach Hyman. So Zach Hyman now is also sporting a 3-point night. Then Victor Arvidsson finishes it off and makes it 7-1 for the Edmonton Oilers. He gets his 10th unassisted. The Oilers played fantastic today. Sheer, utter, dominant performance from the start of the game to the end. Calvin Pickard was stellar. This is now the fourth game in a row. So Calvin Pickard, Stuart Skinner, Calvin Pickard again. And prior to that, Stuart Skinner. We had above 900 save percentage, right? New York, Utah. Sorry, 3 games. 3 games in a row in which we saw above 900 goaltending, stellar defense and team defense, offense galore, plus role players chipping in and making sure it counts. The forecheck was there. The offense was obviously there. Now, the power play, unfortunately, didn't get an opportunity to score, but that's okay. The special teams penalty kill did a fantastic job. The Oilers just played Oilers hockey. I don't know how else to describe that. The Oilers played Oilers hockey, and this is how we should be playing moving forward. We're playing for something. We're not just playing for pride. We're not just playing to get into the playoffs. We're not just playing for the division lead. We're not just playing for potentially the conference lead, on which I don't know if we're going to get because we're about 16 points behind. But we're playing to remind everybody in the NHL why we were in the Stanley Cup final last season. It's going to be a long road to get there, but we're playing to show the NHL that we're the Oilers, we're still here, we have the skill, we have the ability to still beat you, we have the ability to play excellent defense, and we're going to rely on our goaltending. Now, I will be the first to say I had my doubts about Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard, but that's also because I had my doubts about the team defense. I had my doubts about what was going on. But right now, the Oilers are proving me wrong, and I'm happy to say that the Oilers are proving me wrong. I'm happy with it because it shows that they're playing well enough. And here's the best part. We don't even have Trent Frederick in our lineup yet. We got him in a trade at the trade deadline, and he hasn't even played yet. So we're still waiting on him to come back. And on top of that, we're going to have Evander Kane. So I don't know when Evander Kane comes back and Trent Frederick comes back, who's going to slot in, who's going to slot out. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the chemistry of the Oilers, but fantastic showing. And look, if I'm going to pick a player of the game, I wouldn't be doing myself justice. I wouldn't be doing the Oilers justice. I wouldn't be doing that player a particular justice. Yes, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 3 points. Zach Hyman, 3 points. Mattias Ekholm scores. Connor McDavid on the board. Vasily Podkolzin scores. Victor Arvidsson continues his hot hand. So, realistically, the Oilers as a whole, Calvin Pickard was amazing. The defense was amazing. I mean, we only let 1 goal in. Calvin Pickard let 1 in, and that was just whatever. It happens. But the player of the game, or players of the game, I have to give it to the entire Edmonton Oilers roster today. There was not one player on the ice who touched the puck that made me nervous. I mean, did you guys see Kasperi Kapanen out there? I don't know what he was doing, but that was a player that looked confident with the puck. That was a player that said, I'm here to play, I'm going to play to my skill level, and I'm going to show everybody why I'm good. Look, every single Edmonton Oiler on this roster tonight played fantastic hockey. Fantastic. There is no single player that I can single out and say they played the best. Points-wise, yes, I could probably do that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to give this player of the game, quote-unquote, award to literally every single player on the roster that played tonight. And I'm also going to give it to the coaching staff because, look, Utah, is not that perennial Stanley Cup contender, not yet. So Utah hockey fans out there, I know you guys are dying to see playoff hockey, and they still have a chance to get into the playoffs. It's going to be an uphill battle, but appreciate the fight that you guys are in right now. You guys are close, and when you guys get to that point where you can get into the playoffs and fight and really have everything clicking, you'll understand the value of great skill, great team defense, and amazing coaching. This is what the Oilers had today. We had that. We need to carry that into the next game, because the next game is not going to be easy. If we look at the schedule, the next game we have is on Thursday, and that is against Winnipeg. That is not a tough match for any team, because Winnipeg has been consistently at the top of the league all season. They're the only team battling with Washington for top spot in the entire league. My bet is Winnipeg might win the President's Trophy. But the Oilers need to carry this same play, this same momentum, the same confidence and moxie that they're playing with right now that has them on a 3-game win streak. They have to carry that with them when they play Winnipeg at home. Because after Winnipeg, they get Seattle. No slouching there. We still got to play Seattle tough, but focus one game at a time moving forward. The Oilers are going to be playing Winnipeg on Thursday, guys. I might lose my mind if we get another game. If we go on a heater, I might lose my mind. But the Oilers are here to play. It's March. We're getting close to April. We're getting close to that playoff time, and the Oilers are just starting to ramp up their game. And they're fixing all the stuff that they were having trouble with. There's no more turnovers. Well, there are a few, but there's a lack of turnovers that are glaringly obvious mistakes that are going to put the Oilers in trouble. That's what we need to do. We're minimizing all the costly mistakes. We're playing sound. We're getting in on the forecheck. What we did over the last 3 games, including tonight, build off that. Keep pushing, keep playing that way, because that was fantastic hockey. And I will tell you right now, as an Edmonton Oilers fan, I was ecstatic about how you played that game. Fantastic. Calvin Pickard, by the way, let me just say this as a side note before I leave. I love the confidence that he's playing with. I love the fact that he's willing to go out of the net. He's willing to bat the pucks away. He's willing to go chase down pucks. He's willing to battle hard for his team. And Stuart Skinner, you're doing the exact same thing. Edmonton Oilers, I'm proud of each and every single one of you guys. From this Edmonton Oilers fans to all you other Oilers fans and to the organization, keep up the great work. Let's go get another win against Winnipeg on Thursday. Celebrate for this 3rd straight victory you had tonight. Guys, that's it for me today. I'm done. I'm signing off. I'm going to bed. I'm sleeping like a baby because we got a dominant victory. I will see you guys on the next video. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the content, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It means the world to me to have your interaction, and I will catch you on the next video.